channel. My name is Steph and this is Ordinary Plant Girl. If you are new here, and there are so many of you that are, welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video, and if you are returning, thank you so much for spending more of your time with me. Okay, so what I've been trying to do lately is make sure that I am taking care of the plants that I want to keep and getting rid of the ones that I no longer have any love for, or that don't bring me any joy, or that are pretty much just a pain to work with. In the intro, you would have seen some philodendrons that have similar leaf patterns, and I've said in previous videos that I really love the leaf pattern on these plants. And with this one that I'm going to be dealing with today, that is no different. But this plant needs some love. I took a propagation months and months ago that's been living in perlite. It is not living its best life, and the mother plant as well is not living its best life. So we are going to fix her up a little bit and see what I can do with her to make it a happier plant. So if that is something that you are interested in, please stick around. Okay, the plant that I'm working with today is going to be the Philodendron Squamiferum. Now, I pronounce it Squamiferum. Some people pronounce it Squamiferum. For some reason, that sounds a little bit more difficult for me to say, so I'm just going to stick with Squamiferum. And what I have here is what's left of the mother plant that I had. I did have it on a moss pole. I pretty much lopped the top off of it and then put it in some perlite to survive on its own, and it's not going well now, so something really needs to be done. This actually hasn't been, it's really late, it hasn't been watered in a long time. And I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it out of this pot, I'm gonna put it in a clear pot, I'm gonna keep it on the pole, which is super dry because, again, neglecting. And I'm going to try and put it in a better situation. I just want to make sure that I can see the roots, so that's why I'm putting it in a clearer pot. You can see after chopping it off, this was the first leaf that came out, and then this one here, which is still kind of unfurling, is the last one that has, oh, actually, no. It's actually the third leaf on it. I think I lost one. And then this one here, you can tell has some spider mite damage. It was the only leaf that took on some damage. Nothing else got attacked. So in most cases, I would try to make sure that the plant was watered thoroughly before I transplanted it. We're not going to worry about that right now because I do believe that these guys are just tougher than nails when it comes to this, like the neglect that this has gone through. I've actually had this plant since August 12th, 2021. It's got to tell you something, right? They're pretty tough, so I have faith that it's going to bounce back. Now here is the top cut of the plant. So it did pretty good there, but now it's kind of reverting to smaller leaves, and it's been in perlite the entire time. Again though, neglect, because there should definitely be way more roots in here than there actually is. It's got no support whatsoever, and that is something that I definitely want to change. I don't think that I'm going to get aerial roots coming out of these ones now. I don't really know, but we're gonna, sorry, just pulling off some leaf sheaths. We're gonna give it a shot because I want the hairy petioles. I love that so much about this plant. That was one of the reasons why I wanted this plant. So we're gonna try and make this happen. So why don't we get started? What we're gonna do is, now don't mind the condition of this table. It is what it is because I've been doing a lot of different things lately. I'm gonna use, it's not clean, but that's okay. I'm gonna use this 6-inch pot. I think that will be good. This is a 7-inch pot that it's in right now, and I don't want it in there anymore. So I don't think this has been watered for a bit, but, or maybe, yeah, it looks a little damp down there. But it also looks like the roots are kind of attached to the plastic. So we're gonna ease it out of here as much as we can. All right. Oh, sometimes I absolutely love perlite for propagating. Yeah, it is a little damp, so look at that. I mean, I apparently made it a point of watering this at some point in time. But there, so you can see the root growth here. It's not bad. I still think it probably could have been better, but I'm not seeing any root rot at all on it. So what I do want to see though is if, oh yeah, the roots are coming off all along this stem. Okay, so we're gonna leave that. You be ready to go. Now let's see what we can do with the mama here. And see how easily that came out? It was a thing. Ooh, okay. So let's see what is happening. I don't want to waste that perlite. Okay, hang on. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. So now we've got this fella over here, which I'm just going to stick in here. And then, what do we got? Let's see what you look like. Oh, wow. Okay. That actually came out much cleaner than I thought it was going to. I actually thought there was, gonna be a little bit more root damage. Apparently, not too much. Wow. Okay, I do have to say that I like it when I'm pleasantly surprised with things. I can see that apparently I had this in moss at some point in time and did not actually take all of the moss off of this. So I'm assuming then that, I can't remember because it was, 2.5 years ago, I must have gotten this propagated in moss, and then I decided that I was gonna do something that I thought was smart at the time. And that would have been to just pot it up in soil with the moss, and yeah, we're not getting that off of there. It's not happening. But I mean, the root system isn't bad. Actually, in the moss, it's pretty tight. All right, well that left me a giant mess over here. Okay. If you've been here before, you know that I will work with some of this because I do like the fact that it has, since I know that there's no pests in the soil or anything, and apparently it has slow release fertilizer in there. I do like to reuse some of the substrate that it was in if everything's okay, because I feel like then it has the environment and the necessary bacteria in it that was helping promote the growth of the plant. Now, I do know that this little batch of soil that I have down here also has some slow release fertilizer in it from when I was potting up my Marantas, and I did that super dry. All right. So probably should have wet this pole down first, but I'm not going to because I'm going to water it anyway. And probably use more soil. All right. Now this is when I'm going to take some of the existing soil base. That was a little too much. I'm not gonna lie. That was a lot. That was not necessary. Okay, little. Back when I had used Coco Coir, like the chunks, the cocoa chunks I had in there. Okay. So, also this year I am making the effort to have my plants just be a little bit more on the fuller side. Oh, okay, this might be a problem. Maybe I should put me on this side. And then we can redirect you. Yes, 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 okay. Okay, this is a little bit of a gong show, but this is my life. My life is a perpetual gong show. So it definitely did not need a 7-inch pot for that root system. And even the root system that I'm dealing with now also does not need 7 inches. 6 should be fine. Is that up too high? Do I need to put it down lower? Probably. Okay. Now another benefit I love about perlite is the fact that I can just put it right in the pot and not worry. Nope, still need more. Need more at the back, less in the front. There we go. There, 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 okay. Just your little tappy taps. Just stay. There we go. Okay. Oh. Okay. So while I'm here, trying to figure out how to do this in a way that I'm not gonna completely destroy everything, I figured that we could talk a little bit about next week's video. Now normally I don't give you a prelude to the next week because I don't prelude things because I'm ridiculous. Let's see if I can get you. Oh no! I apologize for the absolute gong show that this is. It's chaos. It's chaos. What did I do with the tie? Oh, there we go. This is what I should have done first. So note to self or anyone else, when you're trying to put things on a moss pole, it's easier if you strap it to the moss pole first. I'm just saying, you know? Makes things a little bit easier for you. See, now everything's held together. Except that this is still too high, I feel. You are too tall. Therefore, adjustments need to be made. Oh no. So I love these philodendrons. I really do. They are so amazing. This one is not going to do it either. Okay, there we go. They're so amazing. They're so hardy. They're so full. Well, they can be full. This one's going to be full, I hope. And they're just always so easy. Like the fact that I have clearly neglected this, both of them, for such a long period of time, and the propagation was sitting in my mostly dark bathroom. It does have an LED light bulb above it. Not even a grow light bulb, just an LED light sitting in there. And you can see that's probably why it's so leggy. Oh, I really did like this mix when I made it. It is. I mean, it's leggy, but it seemed to be happy enough, we'll say. It could have been happier. Wasn't necessarily living its best life, but it was living. Now, hopefully, I didn't break a ton of roots or anything down there. Now, hopefully, it's going to be living a better life, because that would be amazing. Just as amazing as me trying not to trip over all the crap I have down here. Okay. See, now this one is almost to the point already where it's going to need to be extended. That's okay though. I have pole extensions that I can do. Might not quite need it yet. I mean, I do only have the moss up to here, so I can put more moss in there, which I will do. Let's strap that up some more. We will strap that one. Gonna let it go over that center hole because that is, oh, I just cut it, just made it fit. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so sometimes I do like to use cling film, cling wrap. I call it cling wrap. Americans might call it cling film. I don't know, we're just gonna take that out. As much as I would like to use sometimes cling wrap to wrap around the nodes, just so that the cling wrap holds in more of the humidity. I think that if it really wants to make it there on its own, it will. It will for sure. So let's see. Make sure I have no gaps. Can we see that? Okay, so let's make sure I have no gaps going on here. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to put it in this. I'm going to get rid of this. Whoops. Okay, we're gonna put this back over here now. Now, moss. Okay, so the moss that I'm currently using is used moss. It has been sterilized, but it is damp, which will help when I water this pole because it will make the moss underneath have less runoff. Because when you water dry moss that is this dry, the moss becomes hydrophobic and it doesn't want to cooperate with the rest of the team. So I already like the fact that this is a fuller looking plant. If I could do this with my Florida Ghost or my reverted Florida Beauty, I would do that. Okay. So now I just need to give it a little bit of water. I'm going to water the pole and let it go down that way, I think. I don't have much in here. I forgot to put in my mycorrhizal inoculants so that oh, look at that, I lied. It's still going to be hydrophobic. You saw that right here. Okay, well, this is going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to put one of my little thingies on the top. And if you don't know what this is literally just a pop bottle that I cut the top off of, put holes in the top. Doesn't need to look pretty, folks. Just needs to do the job. And that is going to slowly drip down and let the moss hopefully soak it up a little bit slower. And then once I see that the moss is completely saturated, if I do need to continue watering the base of the plant, then that's what I will do. Alright, so this was just a little quick repot that I wanted to do. I have something really exciting to me that I'm working on right now, and I would have started that right away. Well, I kind of did start it right away, but I needed to get this done. And like I said, my objective last year was to create fuller plants. That is still my objective this year, but at the same time, I'm done with the plants that don't bring me any joy at all. And one of them that is currently sitting right here is my my melanochrysum, which I literally don't care about anymore. So it sits there and it's yellowing, and yeah, just the plants that I don't want anymore. So with that being said, a little bit of a train wreck for you, a little bit of chaos, very quickly done. I just wanted to make sure that I got this done, and you guys keep me accountable for stuff like that. So I hope you were all safe and well. Please like and consider subscribing to my channel. Leave any comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!